Good morning, this is Ms. Prather, and today we are going to review a solving of system of equations total quantity problem. So first I'm going to read the problem. As I read, I like to go and highlight my keywords or numbers. Your teacher is giving you a test worth 100 points. I'm going to highlight this because I know worth is a total, and I'm actually going to put that in front of the 100. Containing 40 questions. There are 2-point and 4-point questions on the test. How many 2-point questions are on the test? I'm going to highlight this because even though it tells me 2-point and 4-point questions, I see that my final answer is only going to want to know how many 2-point questions, so that's important to remember. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to set up a table. It's one strategy that you can use to help you identify and organize your information. And so with my table, I'm going to have 2 rows because I know I'm going to have 2 equations. I'm going to have my x values, my y values, my equal sign, and my total. And I know that I'm going to have a plus in between. Okay, so because I have my table set up, it's actually going to be a lot easier for me to go back into the question and to pull out the essential information. So rereading the problem again, your teacher is giving you a test worth 100 points. We already said earlier that worth is another way to say total. The test is 100 points total. So I'm going to put the 100 here. I'm actually going to put points beside it to let me know what that 100 indicates. Containing 40 questions. That's another total. I'm going to put questions for questions. There are 2-point and 4-point questions. So now 2 and 4 are actual coefficients, but I have to figure out, do they go with the 100 points or the 40 questions? Well, because I see the points right after, and I know 100 points, I can associate that immediately with the coefficient for the 2 points, and the 4 is the coefficient for the 4 points, the 4y. Okay? And how many 2-point questions are on the test? Well, here I've actually used all of my numbers as I go back and I cross them out. I don't have any more numbers. It also does not tell me how many questions I have of each. So therefore, I'm just going to put x and y. I can have my plus sign. So now I'm going to rewrite the equation so that way I can take out the points in the questions and you can see exactly what both system of equations look like. 2x plus 4y equals 100 and x plus y equals 40. These are the 2 equations that I'm going to be working with. And as I see right here, I have an x plus a y. So you can do 2 things with this equation. You can solve by elimination or you can solve by substitution. Okay? I'm actually going to solve by elimination. And my goal is that I would like for, we know there's imaginary 1, I would like for this 2 and this 1 to become the same number, and I'm going to have this 1 go to a negative 2. Okay, so in order to get 1 to a negative 2, I'm going to have to multiply this whole entire bottom equation by negative 2. You also could have written it on this side, but I just didn't have room. So I'm going to rewrite the top equation, 2x plus 4y equals 100. And negative 2 times 1 is negative 2x plus 1 times negative 2 is negative 2y equals negative 2 times 40 is 80. These cancel. Put my addition sign. 4y plus negative 2y is just 2y equals, need to put that negative there for the 80, equals 20. Divide both sides by 2, y equals 10. Now, I have y equals 10, but I need to figure out what is y. And as I go back up here earlier, I can see that the 4-point questions That's what I had associated with the y. So what they're telling me is that, and if I put the y back in this equation, what it's telling me is that I have 10 questions of the 4-point value, okay? But it says how many 2-point questions are on the test. So therefore I know that y is not my answer. I need to go back and substitute in for my x, okay? And so I'm going to use the original equation, x plus y equals 40, where I had x plus y equals 40. And I'm going to substitute my 10 in for y. So x plus 10 now is 40. Subtract 10 on both sides, and x equals 30. And that would make sense because if I go put 30 here, I know 30 plus 10 is 40. Okay, so that lets me know the quantity. How many 2-point questions did I have? The quantity, I had 30 2-point questions, and I can write that in a complete sentence, so that way the teacher can see that I know exactly what this x value means. So I will say there are 30 2-point questions on the test. Thank you, and have a great day.